Hello there everybody, I'm the man they call Doom, and today we are here to talk about something controversial in the gaming community as a whole. We're going to be talking about the war between Call of Duty and Battlefield. As you know, Battlefield 1 was recently released in October, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was released last November. And you know, as usually how it go around, like 1 month is Battlefield, the next month is Call of Duty. But what we're here to talk about is the reason why Battlefield 1 was a major success for the franchise. You know, Battlefield, as you know, Battlefield 1 is a part of the prestigious long-running Battlefield franchise running since 2002. And, you know, it's been going on for a long time. It's sold millions of copies all around the world. To major fanfare, great reviews, and all the little things that tie in with being an overall great game. And the thing with Battlefield, the thing that's really kept it fresh around the gaming community is that, you know, it has a different kind of release schedule within itself, you know, as Battlefield games usually release between 2 years apart, but not in the earlier days. See, in the earlier days, they're kind of a yearly thing, but they definitely had enough content to feel like a different varied game than how the game previously was before. And, you know, I guess it's the reason why, you know, it kept people coming back to it is because, you know, it was always another kind of experience for the game, you know. Like, no Battlefield, you know, no two Battlefield games feel the same. Same could be said for, say, like, Battlefield 4 and Hardline. You know, they're two completely different games in a way, because, you know, one is a cops and robbers kind of deal thing, and, you know, Battlefield 4 is a more modern military game. So, two different things right there. But I kind of thinking about it, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 are kind of similar, but, you know, Battlefield 4 did change it up a little bit, you know. But we're here now to talk about those games. We're here to talk about the reason why Battlefield 1 won this year against Call of Duty. As you see, Call of Duty has been kind of dying in a way. I'm going to admit it, it's dying, alright? I'm not going to hold anything back. This is all me right here. The series has been falling from grace ever since, say, Black Ops 2 for me. Because I didn't like Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 2 kind of decided the trend of going into the future. So, we can blame Black Ops 2 for that, all of you guys' favorite games. And the way that it's been going for the past few years is definitely tragic for the series, and that's why, you know, Battlefield kind of has been able to rise to prominence in the previous year, 2016. And the way that is that, you know, if you look at the sales figures, they're kind of drastically different. As you know, many YouTubers have pointed out, you know, Call of Duty sales figures are behind 50% of what Battlefield 1's were, you know, because so many more people pre-ordered Battlefield 1. People only pre-ordered Modern Warfare. I mean, people only pre-ordered Infinite Warfare 4 and Modern Warfare Remastered. So, and we all know how that turned out. Supply jobs, or extra weapons. But see, the way that I see it is that, you know, Battlefield is continuously getting better because they're the way that they, you know, tend to release their games. You know, Battlefield is known for having amazing graphics with the spectacular Frostbite engine and great gameplay. I feel like Battlefield is the only game that can pull off great graphics or great gameplay. In my opinion, okay, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure there are like tons of more games that have that, but from what I've seen, I feel like Battlefield has a top spot in that department. So the thing with Battlefield, the reason why it was a success this year is that it pulled a complete 180 in what we're completely used to with the Battlefield franchise, you know. Ever since Battlefield 2, we've had a modern military setting besides, you know, Hardline, which is kind of its own separate entity, but, you know, it's still set in a modern time with modern weapons, vehicles, you know, stuff like that. So for them to not do World War II, no, we're going World War 1, okay, which is completely different, like I previously said before, which is obvious, but, you know, for them to take that risk with World War 1, you know, is completely shows of how, you know, the confidence they had in this game, because, and, you know, it was released to major fanfare. You know, I wanted to buy the game, but I already pre-ordered Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, you know, because I'm a moron, right? But seeing the major release of this game, of how much bigger it was to Infinite Warfare, seeing that there was no midnight releases for this game, so, you know, that's a critical thing. There's no midnight release for Infinite Warfare, is what I said right there. There was none. I believe only a few of them had it, a few stores, but you can go ahead and quote me on that. I haven't seen any videos on that, like going to Infinite Warfare release, midnight release, but there was for many of the previous games. That's like the most biggest midnight release game in our last generation, so to say, in this last decade, because, you know, Modern Warfare, the series, the Modern Warfare trilogy was the best, was the highest point for them, and, you know, them switching off kind of just made them go down a bit. And, you know, seeing Battlefield take this major shift, that kind of like what they did with Advanced Warfare, is proved to be successful for Battlefield with going into World War 1, but not really Call of Duty going to the futuristic setting. It was cool as a novelty, and it would have been fine if it was like Hardline, if Advanced Warfare was like Hardline. It was only a one-time deal, and we got something that we wanted the next year instead of something that's similar to that previous year with the advanced technology, shit like that, which people don't like. So to say the least, that Battlefield is gonna continue to rise to prominence while Call of Duty follows, because if they don't change what they're doing, and having this mindset that people want this same change when we outrageously cry about it many of times that we don't want this change, they're still gonna keep handing it to us, unless they change something which makes the series better as a whole. So saying that Battlefield 1, it's a completely adjustable statement saying that, because it definitely did a lot better than Call of Duty has in the past couple of years. Okay, you see, the thing that completely baffles me is that how many people are playing that game, are playing Infinite Warfare. Okay, see, from a PC standpoint, there are probably a max of 3,000 to 4,000 daily, and its peak being 15,000. That was when the game was first released, and that's a pretty big, but not as huge as say like Battlefield, which was 45,000 on PC, so a 30,000 difference, which daily for Battlefield 1 on PC is 45,000, and there's only a little bit of a difference here. I did some research on this. The PC daily is 45,017 players. At its peak was 45,548 players, so it's kind of a little iffy there, but with Battlefield, being being a lot better on PC, it's understandable to see why. And second to the most players, so to say, is the Xbox One, which clocks in around about 95,000 players daily, which is it's a hell of a lot of players. Daily getting almost nearly 100,000 is it's quite a huge feat for Battlefield. And the peak being at release is 103,000 players, which is, it's a good ass amount. And that's only the second best console to play it on, the best way to play it, which is surprisingly PS4. I thought it would have been PC, but PS4 clocks in at a daily of 140,982 players, which is basically 141,000 players daily, and the peak being 144,216, which kind of shocked me how PS4 is the main system a lot of people are playing Battlefield on, which it's a surprise to me. I thought it would be PC, like I said before, which all in total is around 400 players daily. All right, 400 players daily on all three ways to play: PC, Xbox One, and PS4. So that's incredible, right? How about Call of Duty? On PC, there's around 3,000 to 4,000 players daily. At its peak was 15,000. Or rounded up to the nearest thousand, which is 16,000. That's about, a good amount, but that was on launch day. On the Xbox One, around to 4,000 to 8,000 players, and its peak being 10,000. A rough estimate being 10,000, and same can be said for PS4. So there is probably about a maximum of 70,000 people daily on Infinite Warfare, all together, all them at once, which is just a strange thing to think about, considering how Call of Duty used to be this big, huge franchise back in its heyday. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, shit like that time. And it's sad to see it fall so fast, because they didn't know where the series was going. They just got lucky and just made sequel after sequel. But hey, what can you do about it? I surely can't do anything about it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video off here now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, because it helps me out a lot. It does something for me. It makes me happy. But oh yeah, also streaming schedule Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna be leveling up my scout class in Battlefield 1 to get the Calibri, which is at level 10. So probably about 2 more weeks. I'll be done with that. So tune in, because it's cool watching me play Battlefield 1 because I suck at it. And yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you all next time. I don't wanna worry about nothing for a while.